Oh yes, okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Jaya Jaya Sai Gaurari. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, just before start, maybe Kensing can show the altar, can give darshan to Mataji. Sailing. Want to say Krishna's today. can you can you give yeah can you direct your camera to the altar? Kensing. Yeah. Bang Han. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Okun.
Yeah.
So, Kiên Sángនៅ ashram ឥឡូវ
Ate got មកសម្រាប់កម្មវិធីព្រឹកថ្ងៃអាទិត្យគាត់មកព្រឹកថ្ងៃអាទិត្យ
Yeah. Just ask that. Now he's sitting at the ashram, right?
Yes, it's with me
Okay.
actually.
Oh, okay.
But for easier so that
Yeah.
we arrange like that.
Yeah. Thank you, អរគុណច្រើន Kiên Sang.
Okay, so we will read today, like continue our read. Okay, and Kensing maybe
Okay.
yes, Kensing, but because
Okay.
can you show the video? It's appear like it is coming from my phone, so that's why.
Okay.
Okay, Om Namo. Oh, okay, Namo Om
Namo Om
Vishnu Padaya
Vishnupadaya
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale
Srimate
Srimate
Bhaktivedanta
Bhaktivedanta
Swamin
Swamin
Dinamine
Itinamine
Namaste
Namaste
Saraswati Deve
Saraswate Deve
Gauravani Pracharine
Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesa Sunyavadi
Nirvishesa Sunyavadi
Paschatya Desatarine
Paschachat Deshatarine
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
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 Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjana Salake Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manabhistam Sabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utabadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Saditam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam Shah Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindabaneswari Vrisabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we see here a lot of book of Srila Prabhupada, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will continue our reading, Science of Self-Realization. And actually, also I suggest to read actually one book, which is very, very nice. It is very practical things. And how about performing devotional service? How to make advancement in devotional service. It's very important. We read Sri Isopanisad, I think, like maybe several months from now, and then we completed that. And
Yeah.
one more is very important. Bhagavad Gita now is going on, and nectar of instruction. This one, do you see at the corner? Not at the corner. Yeah, almost the corner at the left side. Did you see that with the building? Little bit bluish beside the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. So this one is also very important. Actually, there are several verses, and it is actually the practical guide how to perform the service. So today we can continue with self-realization. Maybe next week we can start with that the nectar of instruction on especially on Sunday. What
Yeah.
what do you think? Yeah. So we can continue to do like this, and when Bhakta Kinsing also come here, we can bring like this. And even if Mr. Nelson also already in good condition, that he may also join. So we can we can do like a morning gathering, a little bit short morning gathering together. Okay. So we can now we can continue our reading yesterday, self-realization. We can start on reading Nectar of Instruction. Start from next Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
And on Saturday we will still read self-realization, and on another day we will read Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, or we can discuss that. Okay, we continue from yesterday. We just started yesterday from its very beginning. I think we got only 2 paragraphs yesterday, yeah?
Yeah.
2 or 3. It seemed to be 3. Okay, we can start from here. In this way, I think we can like this. Anyone can participate. So I would like now, and anybody want to read, and then will discuss 1 paragraph. Actually we only limited like 40 minutes. So if we want to continue, we have to start the same again like that. So anyhow, let's start. We will see. We will see after 40 minutes how much we get. And then now maybe uh, Mataji, well, Sailim want to read this first paragraph.
Okay.
Yes. So everyone can hear. Also, I can hear also, and then we can discuss.
This Krishna consciousness movement is not blind religious fanaticism, nor it is a revolt by some recent upstairs. Rather, it is an authorized scientific approach to the matter of our eternal necessity in relations with the absolute personalities of Godhead, the supreme enjoyer. Krishna consciousness simply deals with our eternal relationship with Him and the process of discharging our relative duties to Him. Thus, Krishna consciousness enables us to achieve the highest perfections of life, attainable in the present human form of existence.
Okay. So we will discuss a little bit from here. So in the first sentence, Srila Prabhupada mentioned Krishna consciousness movement is not blind religious fanaticism. So in another part, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that actually religion without philosophy is fanaticism, uh, uh, is sentimental, or sometimes become fanaticism. Yeah. What does it mean? It is like people who following blindly. People who following blindly. For example, uh, they said, I will, I will declare war to people who worship different god or following another religion, something like that. It is happening because of they not understanding properly, or they don't use philosophy. They don't use philosophy. Only following blindly. That is not good. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned that actually there should be two things that have to come hand in hand: religion and philosophy should come together. Yeah. Religion without philosophy is sentimental or sometimes fanaticism. And then philosophy without religion is just mental speculation. People can say anything, but doesn't mean that it is true. If people only following the religion blindly without questioning, in this case, in this example, then they become fanaticism. They don't really know the truth. For example, they hate people from another religion. That is not correct understanding. Because actually Sanatan Dharma, because Hare Krishna society is the follower of Sanatan Dharma, a follower of Veda. So the view of the Veda is that everyone is actually devotees of God. Only everyone is in the path now, in the journey. Yeah. So by making differentiation with other people, oh, you are this, and then you are my enemy, like that. This is not proper understanding. So religious fanaticism is also a kind of like that. You are not following my religion, so you are my enemy. So that is the meaning is like that. Yeah. I think yesterday Dr. Kensing also posting something about this. Yeah. Can you share a little bit? Yesterday you I think you posted about the statement of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yeah. Yeah. This is also a little bit related to this as about fanaticism. Yeah. Like sectarianism. Yeah. Okay. So this Krishna consciousness movement is not blind religious fanaticism like that. We are allowed to question how it is like this, how it is like that. So there should be devotion and also understanding. This should come together, not just following blindly. If we don't understand, you can ask. We can ask like that. So Krishna consciousness movement is not blind religious fanaticism like that, nor it's also not a revolt by some recent absurd. It means that like a new modification, new modification of something. In modern days, many the so-called follower of religion, and they modified a lot of things. Yeah, they adjust a lot of things. They don't accept something and then accept something for their benefit like that. Or they modify it in such a way that easier for them to follow. But it is not like that. Krishna conscious movement is not like that. So it's not blindly following, and also it's not something modified, new thing. But what Srila Prabhupada right here is an authorized, mean Prabhupada Tramtrao. Yeah, tam compilate. Yeah, it's authorized. We have we have uh, clear and clear line of Vedic from the Vedic line. Actually, this Hare Krishna movement in International Society of Krishna Consciousness is coming from the line of Lord Brahma to Narada Muni. If you see the Indian movie, you might see him like one who always say Narai, Narai, that one. That is Narada Muni. Narada Muni is the son of Lord Brahma, mental son. What does it mean, mental son? Mean the son of Lord Brahma, which is coming from the mind of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma created Narada Muni from his mind, coming from his mind like that. It is not possible for a human being. Yeah, like that. So he's a son of Lord Brahma, and then from Narada to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the compiler of all Vedic literatures. Vedic literature was not written earlier. It is mentioned that the Veda is actually already there since the creation, time of creation. Later on in this same chapter of Science of Self-Realization, we will also read that actually this Vedic literatures or the Vedic teaching is actually like a manual. What does it mean manual? Napeliang teng ewan moi, utiho turtu reko okay, epseng. Natino mien kedah awe penjol tha yang
Yeah,
tua robiep na yang
it's a
hau
book
tamai
like
nanga.
to know to explain how to use,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is we call in English as manual. So
Yeah.
the same way, actually the Veda is actually the manual given to the human being in order
Mm,
to deal with this material world. Srila Prabhupada mentioned about this. And also not only about dealing with this material world, also how to come back to him, to Krishna. And actually,
mm,
Krishna is the knower of the Veda, and he is also the compiler of Vedanta. And
mm,
actually, the purpose itself is actually to understand Krishna. So if we see, it's a kind of like a selfie. But there is the fact that actually one who know about himself is only he himself. For example, here also, one who know ourselves very clearly about how we are is actually ourselves, right? For
yeah.
example, now for example, how is Bhakta Kensing? How is he? Maybe I know something, but
Mm,
Bhakta Kensing himself, he know more clearly about himself. Yeah. So the same way, although the Veda is actually coming from God, it is not about selfie, but actually one who know himself is actually Krishna himself. So that's why
mm,
actually no one like a demigod or sages or rakshasa or yaksas or anybody can actually make the system of religion. Religion is actually coming from God himself. Dharmam tu saksat bhagavat pranitam. Yeah. Dharmam tu saksat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma is actually coming from God himself. It is not possible that created by a human being because we are all people with this full of limitation. We have full of limitation. We have four defects. What are they? We are make mistake. We are in illusion. We have tendency to cheat, and also our senses is not perfect. So
mm,
if person try to make a knowledge according to this limited uh, you know capability or this all limitation, then our knowledge will not be perfect. And how to actually get the perfect knowledge is actually by getting the information from God himself. That is real religion. And then we try to the real religion is also is mentioned. It's not about how to become more rich or how to you know to gain more material attainment, but actually the real religion is that the process that make us closer to God, and we cultivate our love for him. So that is the real religion, and it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Like when we approach God only for material benefit, then that is like a business, oh God, I do this for you, please provide me something. So this is like a business.
mm,
So the real religion means that we want to serve Krishna because of love. We want to serve. Why? Because it is the nature. This is our nature. That we are mamai vangsho jiva loke, jiva bhuta shanatanaha. Mamai vangsho jiva loke. We are part and parcel. Yang chia prolong the tuik,ដែលជាចំណែកនិងផ្នែកនៃព្រះបរមអង្គશ્រីក្រស្ន So yeah, okay, we can continue again here. So Krishna conscious movement is not like blind religious fanaticism or is not something new modified, but it is authorized. Mean probab trầm trâu tam anya toa trầm trâu tam computer mau pi borana kalmo. It's a scientific approach to the matter of our eternal necessity in relation with the absolute personality of Godhead, the supreme enjoyer. So scientific approach here is that it means that it's not something sentimental. មិនមែនគ្រាន់តែជាមនោសញ្ចេតនាទេប៉ុន្តែក៏យើងអាចមានបបពិសោធន៍មែនទែនអំពីការយល់ដឹងពីព្រះគ្រីស្ទណាក៏ scientific approach. Yeah. Because when we practice Krishna consciousness by starting from chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, yeah, then we will attain success and we can experience how actually in relation with Krishna. That is possible. It's not something that like imagination. Yeah. Yeah. It is mentioned in the chapter 9, text 2 or text 4. It is mentioned. Text 2. It seems to be text 2 that actually Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Utamam Pratakshava Ghamam Dharmyam Shushukam Kartum Avyayam. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. This is Rajavidya. What does it mean, Rajavidya? Raja means king. It's like Vidya means knowledge. This is the king of knowledge. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam. Guhyam means secret. It's something not so easy to understand. It is possible, but it is quite it's secret because it's people not easy to understand this. Or we can say also not many people are interested in it. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Utamam. Pavitram means which is purifying. It is most purifying. Yeah. Pavitram Idam Utamam. Utama means Odom. This is like Pavitram Idam Utamam. It's most purifying. And that's Pratyaksha Vaghamam Dharmyam. Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means we can experience directly. Pratyaksha Vaghamam Dharmyam. This process, actually we can experience. It's not about mental speculation, but we can experience. And then what is that? Sushukam Kartum Avyayam. So by performance of Krishna consciousness, process of devotional service by Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, by hearing and chanting and remembering about the Lord, also name of the Lord, actually will become Sushukam Kartum Avyayam. Susukam. Sukam in Khmer word is like sok, happiness. Sushukam means very, very happy. Yeah, like that. So Susukam Kartum Avyayam and eternal. So performance of devotional service into Lord Krishna actually, with this really giving us happiness. Yeah, giving us borom sok like that. So the scientific approach is like that. We can say like that. It's not something like in imagination, but we can experience it. We can see that devotees who is serious, they become very happy. We can see when Srila Prabhupada, in the history of Srila Prabhupada, his disciple actually, many of them coming from the hippies. You know hippies, right?
Yes.
The hippies is like, the, the son or daughter who run away from home and then they just live in the street. I don't know how to call it in Cambodian word, in Khmer word. It's like I don't know. So after some time, although they are coming from that kind of background, and then after joining Krishna consciousness, they become very happy. They understand, and then they become very bright when they coming out to the street and distributing books and different ways. They appear to me, like shining, yeah, and they feel very happy. Not a morose one, It's not the person who seem to be like a very sad like that, but they are happy, like happy people. From hippie become happy,
Mm.
yeah. So this is scientific approach to the matter of our eternal necessity. That is our eternal necessity is in order to make a effort to again remember our relationship with God. This is yoga. Yeah. In chapter
Mm.
6, with this in the text 47, with this the last text on this chapter entitled Dhyana Yoga, it is mentioned that yoginam api sarvesam jat gatina antarat mana. Yeah. So I forgot another half of the verse, but this is mentioned over there that among the yogi, one who is always engaged in the service of Krishna or God is actually the best. Yeah, like that. So that is the conclusion. After Lord Krishna describing about Astanga Yoga from yama niyama, asana, pranayama, and different things, and how it should be done, and Arjuna uh, declared it. It is difficult for me. I cannot do that. And then
Mm.
and then finally, Lord Krishna give his his version or his opinion. If we want to, yeah, understand from Krishna, so we have to accept his opinion. So he mentioned, Yoginam api sarvesam madga tenantarat mana. Sradavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. Same yukta tamo mataha. Yoginam api sarvesam. Among the yogi, sarvam. Sarvesam is like sarvam. Sop. Sop group. Nah. នៅក្នុងចំណោមនៃពួកយោគីទាំងអស់ Yoginam api sarvesa mat gatenantaratmana. One who make me as the only shelter. ពួកគេដែលទុព្រះអង្គશ્રીកృষ্ណជាសារណៈ
Mm.
Mat gatenantaratmana. Sradhavan bhajate yumam. And then Sradhavan bhajate yumam. We render service to Krishna with full faith. Same yukta tamo mataha. He is the best. Like that. So after describing this Astanga Yoga, Lord Krishna giving that. And that is only possible be attained by performance of Bhakti Yoga. By Astanga Yoga is not possible. In this age of Kali, there is a lot of tribulation, a lot of disturbances, a lot of something blocking on the way, which is not possible for us to perform Astanga Yoga. So Lord Krishna gave this his own version that one who is always engaged in the service of him with full faith, then actually he is the best. Like that. So in the life of devotees, we use whatever we have. Actually, we have nothing, but whatever is given to us by Lord Krishna, we use it in the service of the Lord. Why? If we not surrender or we not dovetail our activities or whatever in our life in connection with Krishna, then what happened? Will bind us, and then will bind us to this material world again. And then what happened? There will be Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Janma Kakat. Mrityu Kaslap. Janma Mrityu Jara Ceria Caceri Vyadhi disease, like in modern days. in this time, a lot of COVID times. So Vyadi, all this thing is for problems of life. So the biggest problem of life. So this is biggest problem of life. So if we are not dovetailing our activities in the service of the Lord, we will be bind here, and then we will meet this for for problem.
Mm.
Yeah. Yoginam api sarvesam madgaten antaratmana bhajatan sradavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. So that is Lord Krishna version. So that is only possible by performing bhakti yoga. Always thinking about Krishna in whatever what we do. For example, if Bhakta Kensing he wants to become a doctor, so he will
Mm.
become doctor of Krishna. And then if we sometimes sometimes the doctor need to advise the patient. Sometimes when patient are in acute condition, okay, sometimes he can okay, uh, we may be success or not success in this operation, for example. But please, before that, you can chant Hare Krishna even once, for
Mm.
example. Yeah, we can use like whatever, like our occupation in relation with Krishna. Like also, Bhaktin Chailiang Mataji also is a yoga teacher. So gradually also she can introduce people to Krishna consciousness directly or indirectly. If people are receptive, they're not against, then we can, like we can give more. But if we see that that person is not in favor,
Mm.
we should not, you know,
Yeah,
should not push. That is will not benefit them if they
definitely.
if they
Because
yeah if
we
they
need to,
Mhm.
I mean, to just observe and then how we
Yeah, yeah,
can make it accessible to them, not too aggressive or I don't know, but just
yeah,
more in a gentle way.
yeah, because if they hate devotees, that will be not good for
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
For themselves. Yeah. So devotees usually absorb. If somebody is not so much receptive,
Mm.
okay, we a little bit restrict, but still, we give little bit like that.
Mm.
If they can, if they can chant, we can ask them to chant if they are receptive. If not, maybe give little bit philosophy. If philosophy even not possible, or book, I mean book, is not possible, give them prasad.
Mhm.
Or sometime we can bring them to the center. In Cambodia now, we still have only here in Siem Reap, this our small center here. But hopefully can be functioning properly as a place that everyone can gather. Not many people, because one who want to get diamond, not many people get diamond. We have to understand that also. Okay, so after 2 minutes, it will be finished the session.
Mm.
Any feedback? Yeah, we
Mm.
we only read little bit, but actually very deep meaning of it.
Yeah.
It's very deep meaning that we should understand that our Krishna consciousness movement is not like sasnani sasnanu dial kayak ini cerul cerul peg. It's not like that. We sing in a broader way. It's not like I'm this actually. And the follower of Hare Krishna movement also coming from many background. Some are from Christian, some are I myself from Hindu background, somebody from Muslim, somebody even from atheist.
Mm.
So it's okay because actually everyone is servant of God and everyone is searching for Krishna. Whenever possible, that we want to remind them about their real position, then yeah, we can do that. Okay, thank you very much. I think we don't need to make a new session more. I think it's enough. If there is no Nothing to discuss more. We can continue on Saturday morning for this.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on next Sunday we'll start with next set of instruction. And on a daily basis we will read Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
have a good day. And we
Of
also
course.
have our gathering today in the at 4:30. Okay, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila
Hare.
Prabhupada ki Jai. Grantara. Oh, it's not Bhagavad Gita today. Science of Self-Realization ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.